Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. Earlier we showed you some facts about the state of Benue historically, but now to present matters in election petition issues in the North Central Benue State. Governorship Election Petition Tribunal has upheld the election of Mr. Samuel Ortom as governor of Benue State following the petition filed by Tereme Tazo, the PDP governorship candidate. Now, Mr. Tazo had approached the tribunal in April 2015, challenging the election of Mr. Samuel Ortom as governor of Benue over his eligibility and membership of the All Progressives Congress. The chairman of the tribunal, Justice Elizabeth Kelatu, in her judgment, held that the petitioner failed to provide the register of the PDP in Nzorov ward in Guma local government area, where he claims that Ortom had been a member of the party all along to prove that he remained in the PDP. Elsewhere, as condolences continue to pour in for the Awolowo family, the Imo State Governor, Rocha Sokorocha, has conveyed his heartfelt condolences to the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, over the demise of late Mrs. H.I.D. Awolowo, who passed on at the age of 99. In a statement signed by the spokesman of the governor, Mr. Samuel Owumedo, Governor Okorocha said, as a grandson-in-law of the Awolowo family, the vice president and his family should remain strong, knowing well that late H.I.D. Awolowo is resting in the bosom of the Lord Almighty. He urged the Osinbajos and the Awolowo families to continue with the legacy of the late nonagenarian who sacrificed much for humanity and the less privileged in society. To legal matters now, the call for special courts for corruption cases does not seem to take into consideration the personnel, the welfare and infrastructure of the courts, and this affects all the Nigerian states. This is the view of the senior advocate of Nigeria, Olusegun Ajibola, who believes that at best, the creation of special courts across the country without addressing these other issues may only help the speedier dispensation of cases.
Making a court, making certain matters the exclusive preserve of a particular court does not remove the problem you are trying to cure. Because those judges who you might need to use, who you may need to use, are probably taken from the mainstream. So if they are not as special as the courts you have created, you still have a problem. And then the court is not just the judge alone. It includes the lawyers, it includes the registrar, it includes the clerks, it includes the registry. It includes the prosecutor, it includes the investigator, it includes so many other things. It includes their welfare, it includes the facilities, the infrastructure. So if a chain is only as strong as its weakest point, as they say, if along the line there's a weak area there, it will reflect, it will emerge, it will create a problem which by and large may defeat the purpose and the objective you've set out to achieve. So you can never have a perfect structure, but what you can do is, as much as possible, have a structure that is as close as possible to achieving the purpose that you want to, that you've designed those processes for. So basically, if we have a court which is special in terms of jurisdiction, exclusive to the others in handling, i.e. corruption matters, it is to reduce the time, the delay that a lot of us complain of in a regular court.
From corruption to issues of governance in Oyo State, staying in the southwest, there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel for Oyo State workers, as the state governor, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, has said that the banks being used by the state government have confirmed the receipt of the bailout fund from the central bank and that payment of salaries will be effected this week. The governor and some members of his cabinet started the day with an unscheduled inspection visit to some of the government ministries and departments at the Secretariat in Ibadan today. He used the opportunity to appeal to workers to brace up for the challenges ahead as the stakes are now high, and promised his administration will not reduce workers in the state. From there, the Ekiti State Independent Electoral Commission has finally fixed 19th of December 2015 for the State Local Government Council election. Speaking at a press briefing in Ado-Ekiti, the chairman of the commission, Justice Kayode Bamishile, retired, said it's the responsibility of the State Independent Electoral Commission to organize, undertake, and supervise all elections to local government councils within the state, and also provide guidelines to political parties stipulating the rules and regulations for the electioneering campaigns. In a swift reaction from the chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council of Nigeria, Ekiti State Chapter, Dele Ekonla, disagreed with the commission for not carrying them along. Also in the southwest, in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, the Nigeria Police Human Rights Organizations, market men, market women, joined in a peace walk commemorating this year's World Peace Day with a walk across major streets of the state capital, as you can see. They have the dogs walking with them as well. The state deputy governor, Mrs. Yetunde Onanuga, and the commissioner of police, while addressing participants, maintained that there was no alternative to peace, asking Nigerians to embrace peace at all times in order to improve and sustain development across the country. The presence of these corporal and sergeant-ranked dogs, they do have seniority, who participated in the peace walk, which you saw earlier, was a big attraction as they were made to walk the streets alongside men and officers of the Ogun State Police Command.
There is no doubt there is no alternative to peace. And Ogun State has been enjoying a peaceful atmosphere, all around peaceful atmosphere for a long time. We thank you because if not for your collaboration, for your support, what we are having in Ogun State today may not be possible.
The police are not independent of their own. We are together, we are part of the public, we are part of the society. The theme of this year is partnership for dignity for all, dignity for all. And that's exactly to let them understand that Nigerian police also has dignity. We have respect, and civil organizations too have respect for the constituted authority. And that's the same what we are trying to preach. We are talking about the youth to shun courtesan, the youth to shun all the social vices. And this is what is happening in the society today. And that's exactly what we want to preach, to let people to know that police are out for peace, which is one of our primary responsibilities, to ensure there is peace in the country.
From that story and others that we brought you from the southwest to the ones we took earlier from the northeast, the northwest, the north central to the south-south, it brings us to a conclusion of this edition of News Across Nigeria. Many thanks for watching. I'm Olumide Mokoli. See you again.